Hi.
Hi.
Hey, welcome. Welcome to Real Estate and Other Stuff on KHTS 1220 AM and 98.1 FM and on Facebook Live. I'm your friend in the real estate business. I'm Phil Nardella. This is Taylor Williams-Moniz on the other side. She's your
Hey.
favorite real estate attorney, among other things,
Thank
right?
you. If you're on Facebook Live, you have to look at Phil's outfit today.
Oh.
I mean, he always looks great, but you're so dapper today. I didn't realize we were like dressing like normal members of society.
I love it when she says dapper because I've actually got a shirt on and long pants and shoes.
Yeah.
And that's
But
unlike what I usually
nice shirt,
have.
nice jeans, very nice shoes.
I
I'm just saying
even
you
wore
look
my
very
watch that nobody ever uses.
Very
Nobody ever
nice.
uses a watch. They use their phone, right?
I wear a watch.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. I know.
That's nice. I like it.
Thanks.
So, I don't know if you know it,
hey.
but Taylor specializes in real estate law, business litigation, estate planning. She does it all. And I just specialize in getting you moved from one place to another, right?
But that's very important.
You know
and
what?
you do it well.
First thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to James, one of our.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. In fact, the neat thing about him is he was the very first one to my open house on Sunday.
I heard.
And he spent 45 minutes there. In fact, he was the only one there for the first hour. As soon as we started getting some other people in, he goes, "Well, I'll get out of your way." But I feel bad for him because he's spent half the week in the hospital.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I don't know what's wrong. I hope he's okay. Supposedly, he may be gone. I'm hoping he is. James, I think you're listening. Sending you our love.
Good vibes your way, definitely. Well, I showed up. I would just like to say, and I didn't.
I don't know how the heck you do it.
What?
Show up.
I did.
I know.
Well, I went out to the grocery store and I told Greg I was like, "Yo, do you mind if I just swing up the street?" And then at the exact same time that I showed up, a really nice couple, hopefully they were nice, but they showed up to look at your house, and so I didn't want to interfere. So I just said hi to Judy and Barkley.
It was nice, and I felt bad. I felt it was funny because I felt like you were a guest that was coming over, and I didn't get to spend any time with you, and I actually felt bad.
No, don't worry. Judy was like, "Do you want to snoop around?" I'm like, No, I've already seen the listing. It's fine. I'm good. I don't need to go upstairs and look at the closet. But the house looks great.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
It's
you should be very. I mean, it's a beautiful house, but you zhuzhed it a wee bit, and it just those little touches make a difference. It looks great.
We polished it.
Yeah.
I mean, the very last thing, and this is crazy, the little the metal
address sign.
The address sign. I had an artist come in.
And how it gets weathered a little bit, and now it looks brand new.
And now it looks brand new.
Yeah,
and it's funny. And she did a great job, and so
it's an awesome house. I told Judy, I was like, take it off the market for a year.
You know what? I got to tell you something. I would do that in a second for you. I swear, if I could,
I know,
that
but
would be great.
I know,
just
but you
lend me
paid
the
so
money
much
to buy the other house.
I was about to say you paid so much for those baseboards. There's no going back at this point in Texas. Unfortunately, we'll come visit you there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we're ready here. Here's what's coming up on today's show in 60 seconds.
Homie CEO resigns as flat fee brokerage lays off more work.
Just so that we can tell you, that's the name of the company, Homie, Homie.
I love it.
Okay, next, court orders anywhere to hand over NAR commission rule documents.
What's a tornado housing market? Hint, you might be in one right now.
Compass denies reports of private equity takeover.
Is this right?
Tunics? No.
I don't know what the word is.
Oh, okay. It's Nix, N-I-X.
Okay. Common listing phrases, two Nicks from real estate marketing.
I've got it written down because it says tunics. Okay, sorry. Holy political fix, Batman. Compass broker at center of Batmobile probe.
Modern day redlining is killing black neighborhoods, as per HUD secretary.
After 2 years of hikes, rental market may be bound for a complete reversal.
It's not about you. 15 reasons past clients go with other agents.
Yep. All of that and less on today's show.
I'm usually really good at those, so I'm sorry, but I read that and I'm like, I got nothing.
Is right? Tunics? Yeah.
Two nicks.
For, in case people don't know what a tunic is, those were those things that there was like dress things.
Yeah,
that
it's like a long, like a blanket situation.
Yep. Okay, some fun stuff. Because
what
real estate is so dismal right now, kind of, sort of. Everything's going down. Although things are selling, which is a great thing. Interest rates suck.
Are we doing numbers at all?
Or? Oh, yeah. By the numbers. Let's hear by the numbers.
We have terrible news. By the numbers, someone took it out of our log here.
There's been a theft at KHTS.
There is a thief among us.
Hang on a second. Can you step up?
SCV, by the numbers. Yay!
That was actually good.
I can also do this for you.
Oh,
Very well done.
you deserve that.
That was pretty
You
good,
deserve
actually.
that. Okay, active listings 537. Now remember when things
You used
started
to
to go
let me
sideways.
guess, by the way.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
that's
But
fair.
then
537 is good.
537, and it's down. Okay, so it's down
Yeah.
from because we got into the 700s. 718, I
I think
was
we
our
spent
highest.
so much time in the 100s and the 200s that
Yeah.
are dismal that I still
Yeah.
have PTSD from that. So yes,
Yeah.
it's down, but 500 to me is better
I
than
wish
that.
I wish we were still at 175 and interest rates were still at 2 3/4.
Right.
That would be nice. Okay, active under contracts and pending 256, right?
Okay.
And closed in the last 30 days 321. So things are moving.
Okay.
It's just
Are
how
things moving as quickly? Are they
no,
slowing down?
no. It seems like people. You know what I think? I think what people are doing now is they're thinking, okay, if it's not that special, they'll go. I think I could buy that, but I'm going to wait for them to lower it.
Okay. And I have a question, which
Yes.
I didn't prep you for, so hopefully
Uh-oh.
if you get
Yikes.
upset, ask Judy. So when I went to your open house,
Yes.
Judy was saying that October is statistically the worst time to list a house.
Worst.
Why?
Well, first thing is all of the action happened during the summer because people wanted to get their kids into
Before
schools.
school, right?
Okay.
Right.
Then what you have is starting in October, like for my house, everything starts to die. It's like now before a listing.
You mean like foliage?
foliage,
Okay, good.
everything. Oh yeah. Not the clients.
Got it.
And so what I have to do is I have to go out in 4 separate areas of my house. I actually sweep up the leaves and put them in the
yeah.
thing, and that's kind of a drag. Our gorgeous ivy, right, is
Yeah.
now brown and kind of falling off.
Ours is starting
And so
to do that too.
and think people are thinking, okay, you know what? I don't want to move around the holidays, so I'm not going to be looking at properties now
Got it.
because it'll just put us into escrow, and who wants to do
During
that?
Thanksgiving.
And the sellers
moving.
are going, like me, are going, I really, if I can work this out, I'd like to stay in the property until
Right.
January,
Okay.
which would be terrific.
Okay.
So, but here's something fun when it comes to Open Door.
Okay. Oh
right.
gosh, you should see the look on his face.
Now, here,
Real
in all
excited.
fairness, about 15 minutes before the show started, I actually got off the phone with a guy from Open Door.
I'm shocked
And-
at this. I can't
yeah,
wait to
yeah,
hear.
yeah. Well, I mean, it was one of those things. If a client comes to my open house,
Okay.
and he goes, "This is not right for me. It's too expensive," and I said, "Okay." And so as he's leaving, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I just appreciate the honest feedback.
That's what you get a lot of looky-loos, right? In
See,
open.
but in your price point, though, that's what I was saying. I'm surprised.
Yeah, no.
'Cause
Remember,
it's-
this is Santa Clarita. My price point's really high.
I know.
okay, for
That's what
Santa
I'm
Clarita.
saying. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
surprised you have looky loos.
Oh, got it.
Do you
Oh,
know
no,
what I mean?
sure. Yeah, it's free. Open house. I'm going in.
I
You know?
guess,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely. So the people, they were honest, and it was like, no, it's not for us.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, all right. And then as we were walking out, I was on the front porch with him, and he started asking me questions. And now people are starting to come in, and I realized this house is not right for you. He asked me questions. Should I keep my house or should I sell it? I'm like, well, these are questions that are going to take me some time, and obviously I don't have any time
But
right
I would
now.
love to set up a
But
time
I
to-
would.
yep.
And he goes, okay, I have your number. I will call you. So
Yep.
he calls me the very next day. And he says, so you were telling me on the porch a little bit about Open Door and iBuyers, and I'd like to hear more about that. So I explained it to him.
Eh.
So he called me. He called me that night. He goes, well, we've got one in Stevenson Ranch that I want to see. And I showed it to him last night.
Oh, good.
And he wants to write an offer on it.
Okay.
So now this is what I found interesting.
But he's not listing his.
He's not, because
But
I
he
asked him
wants
that. I
to.
said, "Do you have to
Okay.
sell yours?" He goes, "No, I can rent it out." And I said, "Well, you're going to have a rental agreement, or if you've
Right.
got a rental, obviously you've got to have some kind of rental agreement so that you can offset the actual
Exactly. You're going to have
outgo."
to show that to
Yeah.
lender and whatnot. Oh, I love these. Goody.
So this
What
is
do we
funny.
got?
Okay, so now you're talking 2 separate locations, both in Stevenson Ranch.
Wait, these are 2 different listings.
2 different listings.
Okay.
Completely different listings. And here are the different. Now these are both over $1 million.
Okay.
One started at 1.391.
Okay.
And it is in escrow now, but they lowered it 3 times to 1.138.
Okay.
Okay, and now it's in escrow.
Got it.
This other one
These
was
are both open door?
both open door.
Okay.
This other one was listed for 1303, and
Weird
now
numbers.
is listed for 1.138, the exact same price they lowered it to. The other one.
Interesting. Well,
right?
they started at obscure 1.301 and
1.391. Yeah, depending on
thank you.
what they bought them for, I think they actually go so much over that.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
But this 1.138 obviously is something that they like that figure for some reason.
Okay.
Now, okay, so the description for the
This
first
is
one:
my favorite.
fantastic 5-bedroom home in sought-after Stevenson Ranch location. The other one: fantastic 4-bedroom home in sought-after Stevenson Ranch location. Next one. Enjoy preparing meals in this impressive kitchen.
That's what the other listing
Enjoy
said.
cooking in this stylish kitchen. Okay?
Nice.
How about this? Entertaining is a breeze with this great floor plan, complete with cozy fireplace. Next one. Entertaining is a breeze with this great floor plan, complete with cozy fireplace. The other one. Relax with your favorite drink in your fenced-in backyard.
Fenced-in backyard. That was going to be my favorite.
Here's this.
Yeah.
They expanded on this one, though.
Oh.
Relax with your favorite drink in your fenced-in backyard with a patio and lush grass.
Oh, that's nice.
Now,
the
their lush
gets a
grass
shout out.
is half dirt, by the way.
I was going to say, do they have like turf like we do? No.
No.
I love it. That makes me giggle.
And I just picked that up and I went, wait a minute, these are.
That's the
Is this the same one?
No.
And then I pulled it and
me
I
see
looked
the
and I went, oh
pictures.
my god. Yeah.
You know, they don't look anything alike.
No.
I mean, other than the houses, right? But they don't look okay.
Except for the fact that they're single family.
So you're going to
detached.
help this gentleman make an offer on one?
I am.
That's great.
Okay.
Good.
He wants to come in a lot lower. And I said, well, you know what? If it were somebody that lived in the house, in other words, if it were your home
Mm-hmm.
and you lowered it to 1,138,000,
Yeah.
and then that was $165,000 less than what you started with,
Mm-hmm.
he wants to come in at $1 million.
Phil, don't bring me any foolishness like that.
That's the trick. I go, if
No.
it were a seller,
Get it.
they would say, these people don't
That's
like us. They
rude.
don't like our
Yeah.
house. We raised our family here. We have a lot of love here,
Right.
and they just want to, what?
have a lot
What are
of
they going to
love
do?
here.
Tear it down? That type of stuff, right? And so I said, but it's open door. It's an iBuyer.
Right.
It's all
They
computerized.
don't have the feels.
I even told the guy that. I said, I know it's computerized. I'm going to bring it at $1 million. He goes, okay. And I go, I know it's computerized, you guys. He goes, no. We at Open Door are not computerized. We are more
cute.
more of a family
Oh,
here.
that's cute.
I thought it was adorable.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, that must be fun.
Well,
'cause
the
you're
other
kind
thing
of
that I
learning
kind of
the-
liked is he goes, I like the way you talk. He goes, I really hope that we can get this going because I think you'd be a good guy to do a deal with. And I went, okay, I
That's
like
so
you guys a
nice.
little more.
That's so nice.
I won't bag on you too much on
Why?
the show.
Yeah, you will.
Okay,
But that's all right.
and you know what? We probably should do this at the end, but I thought it'd be fun because it's almost
What?
Halloween.
Oh, we can do it now. We have time.
Okay, cool.
Especially since I didn't information gather.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
Phil puts on the rundown when he has quizzes and trivia, and I don't Google it. I don't look at it because I try to play fairly. So he's like, I was going to tell you not to look at it. And I said, no, I didn't information gather. That's what I call it.
Which is cheating.
Cheating.
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay, so you guys are all in. The top 10.
Oh, yep.
Top 10. What's the most popular Halloween candy in the United States?
I've thought
The
about
top
this.
10. Okay, let's see if we can get you guys to check some of these off.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Matt, you want to go first?
I mean, right off the top of my head, I have to go with my personal favorite, and that is the Reese's Cup.
Mine too. That's where I was going to go.
Oh, wow. Okay, believe it or not, that's number 1.
Oh, look it.
Yeah.
Yep,
mean,
that's
we-
my
Alright,
favorite. Chocolate
alright.
and peanut butter doesn't get
Okay.
better.
We have great taste.
We do.
Okay.
We do.
What can I
So,
say?
you know what? Don't get too cocky, okay? Because you got 9 more.
Okay.
What else?
My brother's favorite, and Greg Agug likes these also. Skittles.
Are you sure you didn't cheat?
Is
That's
it number 2?
That's number 2.
There we go.
Nikki
No, I didn't look
Nikki-
at it, I
Nikki
swear.
did a Skittles commercial. It was great.
Oh, really?
Okay, which one next?
You want to guess one?
If you lose, if you miss 2, they're not on the list. Then you're out.
We're out.
Okay.
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 I mean, we really need to go for the low-hanging fruit
Okay,
here.
we should.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be Kit Kat. This is just us
Yeah, Kit
confirming
Kat.
here.
Yeah, Kit Kat came
Right.
up in my brain. Yes.
So you're both taking Kit Kat. You got
No,
Oh,
we're
just-
meeting and
just-
conferring, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
That's
would have
my-
picked that.
That's my bad. Who doesn't like a chocolatey wafer?
I agree. It's delicious.
It's not even candy.
Do
It's
you want to guess one?
it's not even
Oh,
candy. It's a
Twix.
cookie.
Okay, Twix.
Twix is a good
That's a cookie also.
Okay. What about M&Ms?
M&M's. Ding 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 ding.
Y'all,
Number
sti-
3.
y'all
There you
stick
go.
with me.
So Reese's
okay?
peanut butter comes to number 1. Skittles number 2. M&M's number 3. Next.
I've had a lot
Come
of
on.
time to think about this. Apparently.
Do, 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 do,
We
do,
haven't
do.
thought about anything sour. Do we want to go into that realm?
Yeah, like a Twizzler. Is a Twizzler on there? Or like a
Is that a guess?
yeah,
No.
Oh.
Twizzler. No.
like a
But
red
Twizzlers,
licorice. Do you know what I
Twizzlers
mean?
aren't sour.
Oh, they aren't.
Well,
No.
I was going to
Twizzlers
suggest,
are red licorice.
I was going to suggest Sour Patch Kids.
Ding ding ding
Greg
ding
loves-
ding ding ding.
Greg
That's
Agug
number
loves
6.
those.
Okay, good job. Excellent. I like it. Okay. next.
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger.
Oh,
love
come
those.
on.
No,
Man,
no.
I started off strong.
You don't eat candy at all, do you? Or you just don't want to jump in on this, or what? You just.
I bet you
okay.
if Greg were
Do you
here,
have
he'd-
any? Do
he'd
you have
get
any
all these.
guess? Who?
A gummy worm.
Oh, gummy worms.
Oh,
Nope.
wow.
But good try. Okay, next.
Snickers?
Snickers, number 8. Ding, 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 ding.
Redeeming myself.
Yeah, you're doing
okay.
good. You're doing good.
Yep. We got to go faster.
I have
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I got to
yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
keep going.
Almond Joys. Oh, come
No.
on.
Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Or like a Hershey's bar. Like Hershey's
Ooh,
chocolate.
Hershey's Kisses. I'm
Okay.
going to give you.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to
Thank
give
you.
you
Thank
that.
you.
Okay,
Honorable
absolutely.
mention.
Yep.
How many are we missing? I feel like I've gotten like
4.
oh.
Okay, so
4.
we got 6. All right.
I'm going to give you a hint on one of them. It's
Okay.
really kind of a Halloween candy.
Candy corn.
Candy corn.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
There we
Okay.
go.
What else? What else? What else? How about this one? It takes so many licks.
Tootsie Pop.
Good job.
All right, so we're 2
Okay.
away. 2 away.
Hey.
This is more fun. It's like charades.
Okay. How about this? It's a.
Wish you could see his face.
I know.
I'm gonna screw it up. So no, I know. No, I was gonna.
Come on.
What are you?
A female? A babe? Cute? I don't know. He's like making winky eyes at me. I don't think those things
What
about
are
myself.
you? What are you? What? Did you get the answer? What?
I don't remember what it's called.
A Baby Ruth?
No.
Is it a
Maybe-
Baby Ruth?
No, I get it for the baby, Baby Ruth. No, no. What are you? Come on. You're
Hottie?
Okay.
The yeah. What are they called?
This
What are
this
they
would be
called?
great if it was on television.
What are they called? I don't know.
Hot tamale.
You're a hot
Thank you.
tamale.
Good lord, thank you. I'm like
There
the
you
red
go.
cinnamon thing. Yeah.
That's
All right.
top 10. Come on.
No, that's
I
top
know.
9. There's one more.
Okay.
Okay, they're square.
Starburst?
Yes.
There we
That
go.
was
You know what?
Good.
You guys did good.
We finished strong.
We did
finished
well.
strong.
Yeah, we started off well.
and that's tough because there's like 7 billion
Okay.
candies
Peanut
out
butter
there.
cups, Skittles, M&M's, Starburst, Hot Tamales, Sour Patch Kids, Hershey's Kisses, Snickers,
Snickers.
Tootsie Pop, and candy corn.
You know, a lot of people hate candy corn. I love
I
candy
don't
corn.
dig me a candy corn.
In fact, I always eat them one flavor at a time because I
God,
think
you're-
they're different flavors, but I don't really think they are. They?
No, it's
or is
all
it just my mind?
sugar. It's all no.
That's awesome. All sugar.
We should have brought some.
You had me at all sugar.
We should have brought
I
some.
love that. I'm not supposed to eat sugar, but
Okay.
but I do anyway.
You're no fun.
Hey, so tell
Yeah.
you what, let's we've got a lot to get to, and
You
we
want to
haven't
take
even
a quick break?
yeah
Okay. As long as Matt
yeah
says
let's
we can.
let's
All right, we'll do that.
yes.
We're going to regroup and not eat any candy because Phil didn't bring any, but we'll be right back.
Hey, welcome back to Real Estate and Other Stuff on KHTS 1220 AM and 98.1 FM and on Facebook Live. Yes, it's all of us. We're here, right? I
Yeah, we're all
it's-
here.
It's me, Taylor, Matt,
Bright and
Precious,
cheery.
everybody.
Yeah.
What were you going
I
want
to say something really quickly. My
Yeah.
sister-in-law in Hawaii is
Oh.
listening to the
Oh,
show.
yeah.
I know. So hi, Carrie.
I
Ann.
wanted to talk about the app. The app is awesome. If you
Yeah.
actually download the app on your phone,
I have it. That's how I've listened on vacation and hospital, jail. Yeah.
I did that video. I was in Prague.
Yeah.
I was in
Snotty.
Karlovy Vary. Yeah, it was like
Ooh.
3,800 miles away, and we got the show. It was awesome.
Yeah, very cool. So hi, Carrie, and thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you.
She said my brother would have for sure known all the candy. I'm like, Greg Good would have absolutely known all the candy. So
It would have taken one whole minute.
I know.
Okay, so
So what you got?
this company, it's fascinating.
We're gonna do some news,
First-
I think. Right?
Oh yeah.
I don't think we have that. I was just saying that we're actually gonna get back
Oh
on
yeah,
track
we're
with
gonna
some real estate.
we're gonna do
stuff.
some actual real estate now.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm here for
Unless
it.
people want to hear more about candy.
No, probably not.
Homey. Okay.
Still makes me
Homey.
giggle. I know that's what it's called. It just makes me laugh.
That's the name of the company,
Yeah.
Homey, Homie. CEO resigns as flat fee brokerage lays off more workers.
Yep.
The company is among the most prominent of the upstart flat fee, say that 5 times fast, flat fee brokerages that rose in recent years but will lose co-founder and CEO Johnny Hanna as the market experiences turmoil. So what's a flat fee brokerage? They come out and they say,
You
kind of
will
like
tell us.
RES,
Right.
REX, hey, we'll sell your home, one fee, that's it. You don't have to pay any other realtors, just us, and it's going to be this much money.
Right.
And we'll discuss how much money that is in a second. They're in Utah.
Right.
Homey, a once fast-growing flat fee brokerage based in Utah, is reportedly losing its CEO. That's pretty bad when the CEO and co-founder steps down. And con-
Co-founder also. Yeah, I saw that.
and conducting a new round of layoffs amid a softening real estate market. Okay, that makes sense. I get it. They can't sell their homes. Nobody's doing business with them. But
So they have
it's
to let people go, which stinks and is difficult.
sure, Johnny
Right.
Hanna, who co-founded Homey in 2015 and went on to serve as the company's CEO, announced his departure during a Silicon Slopes technology conference near Salt Lake City on Friday. Hanna reportedly said that the market has been thrown into turmoil thanks to significantly higher mortgage rates, and explained that in addition to his departure, other workers will also be leaving the company, which is nice of him to say. By the way, not only am I going,
Y'all going too.
I'm taking
You're
a
going,
bunch of
and
people
you're
with
going.
me. Yeah. It's like Oprah, and you get
That's
a
what
car.
I'm saying.
and-
You're
yeah,
going.
yeah, and you're going.
going.
As the real estate market continues to shift, Homey was forced to evaluate the current business structure and let go of 40 team members last week. Okay, so I'm going to kind of paraphrase here, and I'm going to jump through. They were actually able to rake in
hmm
$35.1 million in venture capital.
Right.
$35.1 million. Now, let's do the math, shall we?
No, but you can. Absolutely. It's not a collective effort.
Let's go
Anyone that
back
knows
to the
me.
flat fee brokerage.
Okay.
They'll sell your home
For
complete for
X amount.
$1,500.
Stop. I
15
thought you were going to say 15,000.
$1,500, but you save all this money and it's really great. I did the math. So people that drummed up $35.1 million just to get their money back without any interest or anything, would you like to take a guess on how many homes that is?
No.
Good. It's 23,400 homes
That's a
that they
lot.
have to sell just to get that money back.
Right, to
Not
recoup
including paying the
anything on
overhead,
top of it,
paying
right.
and all of that stuff. So I'm thinking again, let's start up something and just ask for like
agree.
$50 million and
I
we'll
agree.
get the $50 million. It's not going to work, unfortunately. Whatever our plan is not going to work.
You don't know that. You and I are pretty cunning.
Well, that's true.
I'm just saying. The problem with this also, I mean, finances notwithstanding, when you say homey, I'm sure they're thinking about it like it's a homey, like comfortable atmosphere.
Yes.
Right? I'm thinking like, you're my friend,
Yeah,
you're my
yeah,
homie.
you're my
right?
homie.
Like,
Exactly.
The name, I'm like, I'm not selling to you. I just can't wrap my head. Maybe that's just because I'm a loser, but so that's
No,
a
no,
bummer.
no.
If I were him, I would bow out too, though. I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to blame somebody for this, financial issue and all of these people that are leaving.
Just
so
for the
it
name,
stinks.
I'd bow out.
Well, we wouldn't name it that. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
we
what's
wouldn't.
up next? Compass.
What you got?
In the news again.
Okay.
In fact, we've got two things for Compass. Compass denies reports of private equity takeover. Okay, so now we reported before that Compass was voted probably one of the worst run companies ever. Now, there's a good company, don't get me wrong. However, when it came to what they did, they drummed up a lot of money. They went in, they paid a lot of people to come to them.
Right.
And then they realized, we're running out of money. And
Oh, wait,
so
we actually have to pay these people.
yeah,
That's
we've got to
unfortunate.
pay them, which is a drag. And what we're doing is we're not going to give stock incentives. We're not going to give $100,000 for business cards. We're not going to do all those things when it comes to
Business
stealing
cards
everybody.
are important.
And so then they said, okay, that's not good enough because we're probably going to not be able to recruit as many people if we
Right.
don't have those kind of incentives. But what can you do? So it's one of those things to where they decided because of that they had to lay off. They laid off 1,000 people.
That's a lot of people.
Which is a lot of people. Yeah. In fact, which is weird because we talk about all these layoffs and they're in the thousands and thousands and thousands every week. The jobs report just came out and there's like 3,200 new jobs reported.
I think it was
It's
like
like
320,000. I think the unemployment rate's like 3.5% because I was up at whatever ungodly hour the news is on. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, it doesn't
The
make
other
any
thing about
sense.
Compass, and this is just my experience with West LA, the two offices they have are in like the spendiest areas of West LA. Like one of them is on the corner of 15th and Montana.
Very
Like
classic.
good, amazing, but
yeah.
good Lord, what must
Yep.
your rent be right
yeah.
there? So the overhead is crazy. So, and one would think when you talk about, this is where I thought you were going with this, that they're laying people off in the thousands. At what point do you realize there's a problem and let's try to fix it before you have to lay off 1,000 people,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
I
Exactly
just,
right.
and I don't, I don't
Yeah,
know.
That seems to be a
but
little drastic. You
Agre-
should have seen that
agreed.
coming
That's
and
what
maybe
I'm
tightened your
saying.
purse strings a little bit
Something like
to
that.
where it wasn't so devastating. But that's when they came out and they said they're just burning through cash. Now, here the
Yikes.
interesting thing though is they're a public company, right?
Correct,
And
yeah.
they're like $3 a share. So anyway, what happened was an insider report published Wednesday cites 3 unnamed sources who said Vista Equity, along with another private equity company, could be involved in a deal to take the brokerage private. Oh, baby. So, and you know what? Hey, it actually just that information drove the stock up 11% in one day.
Isn't that
Yeah.
interesting?
Yeah.
Well,
It's
you
not a
keep
lot,
track of
though.
that more than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compass is denying reports that a deal has been explored with Vista Equity Partners to take the brokerage private. An insider report published Wednesday evening cites 3 unnamed sources that they say, yeah, it's
I mean,
going to
your
happen.
stock's going up. Just be quiet.
Vista,
kidding.
Vista declined. Well, it's obviously coming back down already today.
Right.
What can you do?
Yeah.
Compass has not been contacted by any. Oh, this is what they say. This is our official thing. Compass has not been contacted by any private equity firms expressing interest in taking the company private. Well, what else are they going to say? They have been no talks with private equity firms on this matter.
Okay.
And so we'll just kind of leave it at that. But it's one of those things to where.
That's very broad. That was written by a lawyer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Compass shares went up 11.4% yesterday.
Well.
Okay, next. We've got all sorts of fun stuff.
We
As long
do.
as we're with Compass, this I thought was kind of fun. All I have to do is find it. Holy political fix, Batman.
Yes.
Compass broker at the center of Batmobile probe. What?
What?
That sounds
Are
interesting.
you a Batman fan?
Oh, I watched it when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in the 6th grade.
You know,
I
like
think,
some
when
people are like Batman fans. Like we're Batman fans.
Oh,
Just so
really?
you know, yeah, Cameron has a little Batman shirt. I digress. Anyway, I was
I
just
used
trying
to
to
have a little
buy
Batman
some time for you
sticker.
to find the a Batman
Yep.
sticker.
broker. Okay, so this guy is a broker that works for Compass,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, so it's not a Compass thing, but he happens to be a broker that works for Compass. Broker Sam.
I can't.
Yeah. Okay.
Sam
we'll
A.
We'll call him Sam A. Sam Agnig. Allegedly used political connections in California to press criminal charges against an automaker. He accused of failing to deliver a $210,000 replica Batmobile.
Is it weird that I don't think that that's that expensive? I feel like $210,000 is a lot of money, but to get an actual, well, first of all, why are you doing a replica? But to get that doesn't seem that
But
much.
you have to remember what they do is they can probably buy just a used frame.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and then they just actually, the body of it is just,
So you're saying you think they're going to
fiberglass.
be fair with their pricing? Okay.
The guy's making about $100,000 on it. Okay, he probably made it for 100. He sold it for
Fair.
219. But no,
But he didn't deliver it. He didn't sell it.
no charges have been dropped against the Indiana automaker embroiled in a legal feud with a California real estate broker over the delivery of a replica 1966 Batmobile. But the inquiry into the law enforcement agencies he involved in this thing. This is the weird thing.
Yeah.
Okay, the feud is just beginning. According to multiple reports, Compass broker and local political donor Sam A., because he's got a really long last name, used political connections in San Mateo County to press criminal charges against Indiana custom automaker Mark Rackop, who Mr. A, accused of failing to deliver a $200,000 replica Batmobile he commissioned.
So this is a breach of contract action. This is not a criminal action.
Good.
Right?
You
So
go,
that's
girl.
why we're confused.
Right.
Yeah.
And the really weird thing is he says now San Mateo County officials are asking the state attorney general to look into why investigators from the local district attorney's office in California, along with the sheriff's deputies, why they would actually get involved in something like this and travel all the way across the country in July on the taxpayers' dime to carry out a raid in a case that should have remained a civil dispute, according to Redwood City Pulse.
Unless there's some criminal aspect, like they're using stolen parts, there's some sort of like criminal issue, right, that maybe
Okay.
needs to be looked into. That's the only thing that I can think of. Because think about it. I pay you X amount to make a widget. You don't give me said widget. I'm going to sue you,
Right.
Like that's easy.
Yeah,
So,
but you're not going to be able to get all of our law enforcement to go over
absolutely not.
and
That's
kick
what
in
I'm
his
saying.
door.
It's a civil
Yeah,
thing,
that's
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
It cracks me up. So here's the trick is he said the reason why he didn't deliver it to him is because he didn't make the last payment. He goes, he never gave me the money for the car, so why would I give it to him? So I gave it to somebody else. I sold it to somebody else. I'll make him a new one. That's basically the idea behind the whole thing. But I think
I have issues.
the weird thing with this whole thing is
why was there a criminal aspect of it?
Why did
Well, and the question, I know there's a jurisdictional question, right? Because the Batmobile was in Indiana, but was the contract signed in California? Was it governed by California law? That's all fun stuff, which they talk about in here,
Look
which
at you.
I like to read about, but no one else does.
which I like to read.
Which I think is interesting.
Okay, one more thing.
You know what they say about the Batmobile, right?
What?
It lost a wheel and the Joker got away.
Oh, Batmobile lost a
Yeah,
wheel,
wait,
the
the
Joker got away.
away.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
is that a Christmas thing?
yeah. I think it's an anytime thing, but Matt and I are apparently 12 years old, so we're
That's
very
adorable.
interested.
That's
Yeah,
adorable.
yeah.
Okay, so this is going to take 30 seconds and we'll break, and then I've got something fun to do after that. What's a tornado housing market? Hint, you might be in one right now.
Okay.
Coldwell Banker, Warburg president Frederick, Jesus, Warburg Peters coined
These
the term
names.
to describe a phenomenon where where one home trades hands briskly while a similar property nearby languages.
Okay, so you have two similar properties, like your two open door listings.
Right.
Hey.
One is in
One-
escrow, one is not.
Okay.
And it's like, why does that make any sense? Well, I like the analogy. Well, first thing is,
I don't
let's
get
just,
the analogy, so help me.
okay.
I've also had like no sleep, so I'm not the sharpest tool in the
Oh,
shed
yeah.
these days.
No,
Yeah.
don't plan on sleep until night 2000.
Greg Good did let me get like almost 4 hours last night, so I'm very thankful. Shout
in
out,
a
babe.
row?
Yeah,
Wow,
I
you're
know.
the man, Greg.
yeah, shout out.
Okay, so
Sad. In a row.
first thing is, remember, it sometimes doesn't make any sense because you'll have two homes that are relatively similar and one gets all the attention
Right.
and one doesn't,
Okay.
which is interesting. Could be a bunch of things. Could be obviously the condition, right?
Right.
Sometimes the condition a little bit more. Sometimes it's just a little bit more, like mine might have more grass, and so that might be it. Sometimes it's the realtor. Because sometimes there's a realtor,
Ah.
there have been realtors that have known. I always think, oh my God, I can't believe they listed with that person. They don't know that every realtor on the planet hates them and will do anything not
How
to
would
do
they know
business
that?
with
That's
them.
hard
They
too.
don't know.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things that's sort of sad. But so these are one of those, these
Okay.
are things that reason why
Factors
sometimes
that are not,
the tornado
of general
analogy
knowledge.
is
Okay.
interesting. Tornado flies into town,
Yeah.
takes out 6 or 7 homes on a
Oh,
block
like it
and
jumps.
leaves the other ones.
Got it. Have you ever been in a tornado?
No.
I have. They're terrifying. I grew up in Texas.
Oh,
I'm
they
just saying
are.
they're
They're
very.
terrifying?
But no, but I mean the jumping. Like it's
Oh.
so true. It's like one hits and then you have no idea where it's going to land next. So now I get it because I didn't understand the tornado.
Will I have tornadoes in?
Yes, absolutely.
I will.
You will.
Now we're supposed to be in the hill country. It's funny because they call it hill country. I think we're 20 feet above sea
Well,
level.
sweetheart, for Texas, that's a hill. Right?
That's what's so funny. Yeah,
Not
yeah,
compared
yeah,
to
yeah.
California. Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas is flat, right? So if you've got a hill, right? If you can see over yonder, that's a hill.
I'm hoping that if a tornado comes, it'll just go right up the I-35 and just like leave it at that.
There's a
hoping it
lot of
doesn't.
people that go up and down the I-35. That's a horrible
Oh.
thing to wish. That's like the
Oh.
only way you get from Dallas to Austin. And
Oh.
anyway, we'll
Okay.
talk about this off
Never
air.
mind.
Okay, but so that's what that means.
That's what that means. And so
Okay.
I just thought it was funny, but you might be in one right now. And it's very possible. I'm kind of hoping that I'm in one right now and that somebody buys my house and I mean, as far as other houses, that's great for them, but I'm hoping that I get an offer.
but that's unusual. That's not normally how it is. Is that
It's really funny. No, you're
Okay.
absolutely right.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm asking because I just
Yeah, but like I said, there could be a bunch of reasons for that. But
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting that when I listed my house, I started thinking, boy, my house is so special. I really like my house. Everything's so great. And I'm like, it's been a week, and I don't have an offer. I've had like 5 showings, and I don't have one offer. And I'm like, what's the matter with my house?
it's not you.
It's
Right?
not you.
It's not you.
It's your house.
no,
Yeah.
it's not the house.
Hey, guess
It's
what?
a million things.
We
What?
gotta take a break.
Oh.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about common listing phrases.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
we'll ask and you tell us if everybody will join in and tell us if you know what it means.
It's gonna be good stuff.
Awesome. Hey,
All right.
we'll be right back. Okay, hey, welcome back. We're
hey.
the hour's flying, obviously,
always.
just as it usually is.
Mhm.
Eventually, we should go to 2 hours, I think.
would be
Okay,
fun.
hey, common listings phrases. Okay.
Tunics from you.
Yeah, yeah, and so we're gonna play a little game here, and some of these are obvious, and some of them may not be.
Some I think you can use in certain situations, and some are just not what
Sure.
needs to happen.
This is a guide to understanding industry jargon. Armed with a cheat sheet, you will be able to help decipher what you might be in for before you see it. So if you actually read a description of a property and it gives you a certain phrase,
Then you may
Then-
want to think,
yeah, it'll
Right.
tell you so that you either gonna or maybe make you want to see it more, or
Mhm.
maybe have you not waste your time.
right,
Okay.
or it's trying to, lead you in a direction to cover up for something the house doesn't
Yep.
have.
It can be challenging to
Right.
decipher what the listing agent really means when describing a property or a seller's situation.
Which
Okay.
it shouldn't be.
So let's start.
Okay. And you have to tell us, have you ever used any of these?
Okay, first one.
That'll
I
be fun.
never. All about the view. They actually put there. It's all about the view. What does that tell you?
Girl, don't look at the house.
Okay. that you want to look at the house?
No, don't
Oh,
look at the
don't
house.
look at the house. Oh,
'cause
exactly
we
right.
want the view.
Exactly right.
No,
It's
it shouldn't
all
be.
about the view,
Yeah.
so forget the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might be a teardown.
Not all about the view. And
yep.
in the listing, you can put the view, pictures of the view.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
It says basically that tells you that the inside of the house is going to underwhelm you.
Mhm.
Okay, number 2, all original details.
Yeah.
What would that tell you?
Work.
All original details.
It needs work. And that may be great and it has charm, but it has not been updated. So there's probably work that needs to be
Very
done.
dated.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly right. With like yellow metal cabinets and avocado
I
appliances.
love the avocado.
Although they're coming back, though.
appliances.
That's funny. Okay, how about this one? Cozy, charming, quaint.
Small,
Little.
right?
Very small. Dollhouse.
Yeah.
Yep, dollhouse.
Okay.
And you've got down here, and the closet. Well, on a cozy, charming, quaint house, the closet would scarcely fit anyone's shoes by today's standards.
Nope, that's out.
Yep. Okay, next, hidden gem, hidden potential.
See, this is something I would look at and think, okay, it needs work. There's something wrong with it, but let me see how wrong it is, because I may be able to fix it.
Sure.
Right. So this one I don't hate necessarily.
And if it's a hidden
Right?
gem and you can turn it into a gem, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's definitely there's something you're gonna have to work on.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're saying basically the property is usually situated in a highly desirable location that makes it worth the effort for the right buyer.
Got it.
Yeah, just
Okay.
bring your contractor.
Yeah.
usually.
Right. Sledgehammer.
Okay, how about this one? Investor special.
Tear it down.
Yeah, pay to it. It's going to
Is
be
that
really,
right?
really,
Yeah.
really, really rough. And
Yeah.
unless you really know what you're doing, don't do it. It's usually probably going to be cash or a
Yeah,
rehab loan.
right.
Okay. Next one, lives large.
I have never seen this before.
Either have I.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I first read this, I'm like,
so
it feels really big. I don't
yeah.
know. Right?
Yeah,
I feel like that's a weird one.
I think that what they're saying here exactly what it is may
That-
appear small, but on paper it may only say it's 900 square feet. But when you go in, it's got cathedral ceilings and it feels like 910
Got it.
square feet, and they think, oh my God, it's so much
Those
bigger.
extra
Okay.
10 square feet.
Yeah. Next one, location.
You're gonna overlook everything else because it's in such a great location, right?
Exactly.
But that's an important one also. That doesn't
Exactly.
necessarily mean it's horrible because location's important.
No,
You
absolutely.
know? We
Yep.
overlooked a lot of stuff in our little house because we loved the location. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovingly maintained.
so when I read this, I thought the same person has been there forever.
Yeah.
Is that
And it's-
like
Yeah, lovingly
Right?
maintained for me usually says Grandma and Grandpa live here.
because I'm thinking
And
the,
there's doilies
the
on the
contrast
couches.
to that would be recently renovated, correct?
Yeah,
Nah, she's
yeah,
lovingly
yeah,
maintained. So the
yeah,
person that bought it has stayed
Yeah.
there the whole time.
It says
Okay.
often returning to a long-time owner who could be older. Yep, the
Okay.
house is very clean and neat. Like I
Got
said,
it.
doilies on the couch arms.
There are
Uh,
doilies, definitely.
Low maintenance, turnkey. Now those are two different things. Low maintenance and
Right.
turnkey. Okay. Low maintenance obviously is
Like it doesn't have a pool, or I don't know. There's not a lot of like upkeep. Is
low
that right?
maintenance usually is just a patio.
Oh, got it. So like
Yeah.
no yard.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And you know
That's
what's
kind of what I was
funny is,
thinking.
is we call that an executive property
Oh.
because an executive is too busy
has
to take
no
care
time.
of it. Yes, to actually go and hire a
Ooh.
gardener.
Someone
They
to-
don't have time
yeah.
to hire a gardener.
Got it.
Yeah, they
I
just want to
mean,
go, and
I'm
they
sure they
never
do, but
actually make it
whatever.
out the back.
Right. And then
Uh,
turnkey, I feel like is no projects. I walk in and she's ready. I bring my toothbrush.
Bring your toothbrush.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I think turnkey
yeah.
is also. Okay. Model perfect, move in ready. Well, that kind of
have-
explains it.
Yeah, I have a skewed because when I hear model perfect, I think that it's a model home that was recently built, and then I think of all the lawsuits I have against builders, and I'm like, which property, which yeah, where is it? What community is it in? Don't listen to me.
You know, there was an interesting thing, not to digress, but I tried to take my description of my house
Mm-hmm.
and actually put it on Facebook,
Okay,
and it was turned down every time.
why?
Well, it didn't really necessarily say why, but I know why. Because I said it's a great cul-de-sac location.
Okay,
You can have your kids go play in the street,
okay,
or it's got a big yard in the back and the kids can play in the yard.
okay.
Some people don't have kids.
So,
You can't put kids in there.
oh,
Okay, you're discriminating against people that don't have kids.
oh, good grief.
Oh yeah.
As someone
Oh,
who
yeah.
had no kids and then went to having all the kids, I don't care either way, right? Good
but,
grief.
But I thought it was funny.
That is
and
interesting.
I thought, wow. Okay.
Well,
We've gotten a little
touchy,
too crazy.
touchy Facebook.
How about this? Number 11, Mr. and Mrs. Clean live here.
That just sounds sterile. Like that sounds weird. I don't know. That
Yeah.
I would not. That I don't dig on that. That's
and that's
funky.
also kind of a dated Mr. and Mrs. Clean. You
Yeah,
know,
that's a good
that's
point.
dated. So that tells me that the agent is dated. Yeah.
That's funny.
It says here the expression cleanliness is next to godliness is a shining example in this home. Someone can eat off the floor and there is not a speck of dust anywhere.
Shouldn't the house just be cleaned? Like I feel like
yeah.
that's an expectation. Like, I mean, my house wasn't clean when we moved in. You saw how the people left it, but one would think, right? It would be clean. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went over and there's one listing that actually is exactly the same kind of as ours, and they're exactly the same price too. Theirs is a little bigger, but ours is better.
Mhm.
But I went over there and I looked at it.
Oh yeah,
and
I would too.
it was weird.
Oh.
It was weird. It was they had a clay room for
Like pottery.
transcendental meditation. No,
Oh.
clay. It was.
Oh,
They
the
said
room
it
was
a
made.
It wasn't made of clay, but they called it a clay room.
Okay, because I'm thinking like
because
pottery room when you say clay.
Their walls were, I guess, the color of red clay,
Oh.
and it was a room to go in that you can actually maybe meditate in.
Okay.
And it had red floors, like red wood floors,
Interesting.
and yeah, it was like they're going to be lowering their price.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Motivated seller, bring offers wanted.
We need to get rid of her. Give us anything.
This can signal a seller's flexibility in price and or timing. It might mean, though, a seller hasn't received any offers and makes them sound desperate to me,
Right.
doesn't it?
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Okay. Also, it tells you maybe that they've actually come down enough and they're not going to come down anymore.
Oh, okay.
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 Pride of ownership.
Difficult seller.
Oh, really?
That's what I would think.
Wow.
Well, just I mean, some people that
Could
like,
very well be.
yeah,
Yep, I like it. Price
Yeah.
to sell.
obvious.
It means
Right.
it's priced to
Yeah.
sell. Now, this is the one that they say, by the way, it's priced to sell, so don't bring anything
lowball
lower
us.
it.
Yeah.
Because we've
Yeah.
lowered it enough.
Yeah.
Room to roam. How about that?
I've
Room to
never,
roam.
I've never heard that one
You
before.
haven't? Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, so is
It's
it
an older
like
person thing. You got room to roam.
it's like on an acre?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
See,
That's an exterior thing.
got it.
Serious buyers only. Serious.
I don't. Okay.
You know what we used to do? We used to
What did you
actually
do?
say, before we'll allow you to come in the house, you've got to send us the pre-qual letter.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
So then it's you
Yeah.
know that people are serious.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't do that much anymore. It's code speak for no Sunday shoppers or open house enthusiasts.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was quick.
I know.
We're running out sold as is. Gee, do you think that means sold as is?
Yes.
Which is funny
Which
because it doesn't
everything
really
is
matter.
sold as is.
Exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Buyer makes the buyers think that there's expensive problems. That's what happens with this. That was a note that I wrote to myself. Sold as is tells a lot of people. You know what?
What is that? So there's something's wrong that they are not going to fix.
Yeah,
I would leave that out
exactly
because
right.
everything is sold as is.
Exactly
so
right.
Shush.
Anyway, that's about there are others, but you know what? We're
This
in
other
out
one,
of
like tenant occupied. Whew.
time. Tenant occupied, scary.
That's my favorite because that's how I get clients.
You know, people buy homes with tenant occupied
Oh, I know.
people in.
Right. Well, and now with all the COVID stuff, it's been very difficult. So
It's nuts.
that's a thorn in the side.
Good bones. Good bones means you're going to have to tear everything
You're
else out,
exactly.
and the only thing that you're
Yeah.
going to keep is probably one common wall,
Right.
so that you
But you're
don't
gonna have to because it's load bearing.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Vacation living. Hey, vacation living.
I don't know.
55 and up.
Oh.
That's usually, it's going to be like you're on vacation.
Oh, I like it. I would not have thought of that.
Okay.
See, look, I learned
Look,
something.
what did we not get to?
Oh, we did not get to a lot.
Red
But
line.
that's
We didn't get to a
okay.
bunch of things. Hey, you know what? How do we get a hold of you?
You call us at 661-259-9000.
9000.
Yep. Or go to dywlaw.com.
Perfect.
And even though, I'm technically on maternity leave, I'm still
Yeah.
answering emails and
Of
stuff. So,
course.
yeah,
Of
give us a call. You can reach me. And what
Awesome.
about you?
PhilNardella.com.
Dapper Dan.
Or 661-312-3561. I'm doing a thing this weekend. It's kind of a high school thing. I'm going to see down at Dallas and Danny.
Oh,
They're coming
yeah.
over. I got some high school people coming over.
You have to show them the picture of the twins.
I've already done that.
Okay.
And they've asked about you and everything.
I took a picture of the twins and their boppy watching Dallas Reigns.
I sent that already. I said,
It's really cute.
your youngest, newest
yeah,
fans. Yeah,
they are.
Yeah.
They're great. We'll have fun.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't know what we're doing this weekend, but thanks everybody for listening. Have
yeah.
a great weekend.
Yeah, we done?
Yep. We'll be back next